What is up everyone, I'm Jason from jb.watchmods and today we're going to be replacing the movement in this beautiful NH34 watch. Alright guys, so this is a watch that a customer purchased off me last year. As you can see, he's been wearing it quite a bit from the wear on the bezel there. But for some reason it has stopped working, so every now and again the second hand just stops moving. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull it apart and we're going to replace the NH34 movement. As you can see, this one's a GMT movement, so you can see the GMT hand there moving. So we're going to pull it apart, replace the movement, put a new handset on there as well, and hopefully it'll be as good as new again. So first things first, what we're going to do, we'll start pulling it apart. So I'll take this NATO strap off. Pop that over here now. We'll pop the case back off. Now this one's got a few lugs around the side, which is different to like the Submariner style cases and stuff, so requires a different case back tool, which we've got here. There we go. Now I'll pop on some finger gloves. Alright, so we'll pull out the crown. Now we can just pop this movement out. Like so. So what I'll do is I'm going to pop the hands off this. I'm going to replace the movement for now. I can pull this back apart at a later date and see what's going on with it. But for the price of the movement, it's quicker and cheaper for me just to replace the movement. So I'll pop the crown back in it. We'll get our hands all lined up and I'll show you guys how we remove the hands. So we'll get them all at 12 o'clock just to make it a bit easier. Alright, so now all our hands are at 12 o'clock. We'll pop it in our movement holder. Okay, so this is our dial protector. It's basically just a little bit of plastic with a cutout in it. Now what you do, you slide this cutout into the center of your dial, like this, under your hands. Just like so. And now this will allow us to get our hand removal tools under here and just to lever those hands up. So here are our lever tools, our hand remover tools. Now you can see they just got a little bit of an angle on them, so what you basically do, you just pop them under the hands like so, and just lever up and the hands will just pop right off. Just like that. So it's important to have that dial protector there because otherwise you'll be levering against the dial and you will scratch your dial. So just got these out of the way now. Pick them up. Bit of Rotico. Now whenever I take the hands off a movement, I always replace the hands just because they seem to get a bit loose once they've been removed, and when you put them back on, they're not as tight and they can slip, so I always just replace the hands. It's just a good habit. So we'll just clean up the dial there with our Rotico. And as you can see, there's no marks or anything, so that is ideal. Blow it down. So now we'll pop this out and we'll just take our dial out. So on the movement, there's little cutouts in the spacer. So you can see there's one here. So it just allows you to get your screwdriver under there. Just give it a bit of a wiggle, and that way you can lever the dial up without scratching anything. So there we have it. Our old NH34, which will pop to the side, and our dial. So here is our new NH34 movement. Now when you order one of these, it comes with your crown stem, and it comes with this little washer. Let's see if we can get her in focus. So it comes with this little washer, which NH35 doesn't come with, just the NH34, the GMT movement. So this goes over your post, like so, with the curve facing up, if that makes sense. So the curve is kind of, so you have the lowest part down the bottom with the two edges coming up either side. So that's the correct way to put it on. Just keeps tension on the dial and keeps tension on the gears below, just to stop the gears jumping teeth, I believe. So we'll pop our dial back in. Just make sure the movement works as well. So I can feel the GMT clicking, date wheel clicks over. Now, just like a normal watch build, we'll start assembling, put our new handset on. So we'll flick it over till we get to 12 AM when the date sets, which is right there. And we're ready to put our hands on. So I'll clear a bit of this table off and I'll set up our hand setting station. Okay, so now we're set up ready to put our hands on. So our first hand is our GMT hand. Now you got to be careful, or you just have to note that when you're doing a GMT build, the post in the center is wider than a normal NH35. So you do need a special dial for a GMT build. As you can see, hopefully here, that center hole here is quite larger than your normal hour hand. So just something to bear in mind when you are going to build an NH34 GMT. So we're all lined up back at 12 o'clock. Our date wheel set over in the correct position. Just double check that the GMT hand moves independently, which it does. Okay, so now we can set up to get our second hand on. So here you can see the alignment of the hands. See the spacing is all good between the hands, which is what we want. We don't want any interference, obviously. So that is all good. Alright, let's get ready to put this back together. Okay, so now that our movement and our hands are all good to go, we'll give this one last clean out, make sure it's all good, and we can pop the two together. You can see how much this has been worn by the all the wear marks on the bezel insert, which I love. I think it looks awesome like this. Real character to the watch. It's great. Let's pop the two together. We'll take our stem out. Same as the NH34, you just have that little tab there. You just depress while you pull out the crown. Now we'll just rotate it so it lines up properly. So you've got this cut out here in the movement, which is where your stem goes. Hopefully you can see that. So right there, that's where your stem inserts into the movement. So obviously you want to line that up with your crown tube. Now actually we have to pull our crown out from our old movement. And we can pop this in. Perfect. Now while we're here, I'll re-lubricate that gasket. So I'll just pull the gasket out. Re-lubricate it. And we can get our case back and pop that back in. I'll just start it off by hand. Then we can nip it back up. And there we go, that is the movement replaced on a GMT watch. So it's quite an easy process really. Much easier than building the watch from scratch, I guess. You don't have to worry about the crown. which is nice, so it makes it a fairly quick process. But, yeah, I think this watch looks great. Let's get it back on the NATO so we can see it in all its glory. The strap's seen better days as well, actually. But it's good, I love it. It's a sign of a well-worn watch. What I might do is just pop the spring bar out a little bit, might make it easier. Oh. Pop the spring bar through. And there we have it. One fully operating watch once again. I'll pop a picture up here of what it looked like when it was new. But yeah, it looks great. Obviously it's been worn a lot, which is good. So yeah, hope you guys got something out of that. Just a quick, easy video for today. In the future I'll do a full build from scratch with the NH34 GMT, but today I just wanted to knock this one out, just show you how you can easily repair one of these watches if you do have anything go wrong with it. And it's quite cheap as well, just to replace the movement. So that is all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you've gotten something out of it. Hit that subscribe button as well. Always posting new videos every week. You can head over to our Instagram page at jb.watchmods. Give us a follow over there. Keep up to date with our builds. And if you do want to purchase a watch like this for yourself, head over to jb.watchmods.com.au where you can see our full range of watches online. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.